Hi there, it's JJ, and today I'm having a brutally honest conversation about why 99% of experts uh, fail at creating recurring revenue. So let's dive in. James, it's great to have you here. How are you doing, man?
Hey, thanks for having me. I'm doing all right, just juggling a lot as usual. Excited to chat about this because it's definitely something I think a lot of us in the expert space struggle with.
Yeah, for sure, and that's why I'm creating this video and having this conversation with you. So I'm curious, what does a typical week look like for you right now?
Well, a typical week for me is pretty packed. I've got a full calendar of one-on-one client sessions, a lot of prep and follow-up in between, and then squeezing in sales calls whenever I can. So it's definitely a bit of a grind.
Yeah, I get that. So when was the last time you took a full day off without checking your calendar or worrying about a client?
Oof, that's a tough one. It's been a while, to be honest. I can't really remember the last time I had a full day off without checking in on something or handling some client needs. So it's it's definitely been a minute.
Ah, that's crazy, man. So I can imagine that you feel like you're not really building something, you're just keeping the machine running. Am I right?
Yeah, that's exactly how it feels. It's like I'm always busy, but not necessarily making progress towards something bigger or more sustainable. It definitely feels like I'm stuck in a loop sometimes.
Yeah, so what would happen if you stopped selling or taking client calls for a month? What would that look like in your personal life or in your business?
Well, if I stopped for a month, honestly, the business would probably come to a halt. Clients wouldn't get, the support they need. Income would dry up pretty quickly, and I think I'd be left feels pretty stressed about keeping things running. It definitely doesn't feel like a sustainable way to do things long term.
That makes a lot of sense. And that's actually the main thing that I discovered is keeping you from actually building something that is sustainable, right? Because you're so busy and yeah, you don't have the time to actually build something sustainable. So, can you go into what the real reason is that you haven't turned your expertise in something more scalable just yet?
Yeah, I think a big part of it is just that constant busyness. It's like I'm always focused on what needs to be done right now, and I haven't really carved out the time or the mental space to step back and build something that can run on its own. There's also probably a bit of fear in there too, worrying about whether or not it will actually work out.
Yeah, I get that. It's completely natural to feel that way. So, but yeah, you've helped a lot of people, and it seems that you could build something way more scalable. And by scalable, I don't mean to 10x your revenue. You could definitely do that, but a lot of people are talking about scaling endlessly these days. And while that might be good for some people, it's not what a lot of people want. I think a lot of people want to have more time freedom. And when you're actually freeing up a lot more of your time, so instead of working 60 hours a week while making six figures, which is good money, you could work 20 hours a week while still maintaining the six figures. How does that sound?
That sounds pretty amazing. Honestly, I think that kind of time freedom is exactly what I've been craving. It would be great to have more balance and still maintain the business without it
Yeah,
taking over my
100%. So, completely honest, what is stopping you from building uh, something once that can help hundreds of people and maybe even thousands of people, and instead of just the one-on-one client work?
I think a big part of it is just being caught up in the day to day and not having a clear plan to transition. There's also that comfort zone of what I know and what I'm used to, and stepping into something new and scalable feels a bit daunting. So it's a mix of habit, fear, and just not knowing the exact steps to take.
Yeah, I totally get you. I mean, I've been there, and I see that a lot of people are struggling with that exact same thing. Yeah, so let's get a little strategic here. I'm going to ask you some strategic questions, and then we will go from there. So, what is the core transformation that you help people achieve when you are giving them financial advice?
I think the core transformation is helping them go from feeling overwhelmed and uncertain about their finances to feeling confident and in control. It's all about giving them the tools and the mindset to manage their money effectively and to feel empowered about their financial future.
Great. That sounds like something very valuable. So if you could only teach one thing to one person and make it stick, what would that one thing be?
I think it would be the importance of having a clear, simple financial plan, just understanding where your money's going, having a system for saving and investing, and really sticking to it. That foundation can make all the difference.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. So can you imagine that your main job is no longer to coach clients, but to build the best transformational product in your particular space? So your content is doing the selling, your time is used to refine the product experience, the product quality, instead of just repeating the same advice 10 times a week, 20 times a week, maybe even 50 times a week.
Yeah, that actually sounds like a dream scenario. It would be amazing to focus on creating something that can reach and help so many more people at once and really pour my energy into refining that product and making it the best it can be.
Yeah, 100%. So this ultimately would enable you to position yourself as the go to authority in your particular space. So I think we've come to a conclusion here. You definitely want to build some sort of information product that packages your expertise, your particular framework that you're using to coach your clients, and you want to turn it into something that you can just sell on autopilot, right? And what that ultimately would enable as well is that you can just take on one on one clients when you feel like it or when you want to. Because I believe that one on one work uh, is the best kind of quality work there is. A course, a digital product, or any kind of thing, it comes close. It can be close, especially if you focus on product quality. But it never comes as close as the one on one experience. I love hiring people one on one to just teach me what they do best so that I can implement that in my business. But if you want to teach 100 people something, it doesn't make any sense to be with them on calls one on one every single day. I mean, it would just exhaust you, right? So, yeah, I believe that your impact could be so much bigger if you create a product instead of being stuck on Zoom calls all day. So, the ultimate question here is, are you ready to stop being the business and finally start building the business?
Absolutely. That's the goal. I'm definitely ready to make that shift and start building something that can have a bigger impact and give me that freedom and balance that I've been looking for. It definitely feels like the right next step.
So, if you're an expert as well as James and this story resonates with you, I'm inviting you to leave a comment in the comment section where you share a little bit about what is holding you back from actually creating that product that will give you the recurring revenue. That's it for today. Thank you for watching this video, and I will see you next week.